And we back with another episode of R&R. It's Jamerson, Ballard, and I am your host. It's Monday again. Happy Monday. And Nasty B, what's up, man? What, the R&B sensationals in this motherfucker, man. Singing bitches draws off. Listen, happy Labor Day to everybody out there. I hope y'all celebrating in a real way, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're going to try to give it a minute to let the room fill up some. It's early. We early today, man. You know what I mean? It's a few things to talk about. I mean, because it's it's some confusion. A lot of confusion. A couple contusions. You're going to hear a little bit about this concussion we done heard about. Anyway, man. I hope you know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoying your day off. I hope you getting paid while you chilling. But we're going to give you a little game today for those of you who might be lacking. Today's topic. You're free to do what you want, but should you? I mean, I'm just saying. You can do whatever you want to do here, especially in America. And sometimes we might take that for granted. But it's still, the question lies, should you? Should you do all of this? I mean, you can do whatever you want pretty much. I mean, you have a lot of options. But should you do it? You know what I mean? In Oregon, all the drugs is legal. You could do it all. But should you? I mean, I know, man. It's called self-control, discipline. You know what I mean? And just knowing yourself. That's because there's a full bottle of alcohol there, and it's available to you. Should you drink it all? You know what I mean? You don't have to do it all to say you done it. You understand what I'm saying? And I know it's gonna sound rough for me to say this for some of y'all, because I mean, a lot of my audience members are now, you know, of multiple cultures. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Matter of fact, congratulations to me. Yeah, because the Instagram has grown quite a bit. I mean, we almost at 3,500 followers now. So, I mean, that's something for me to congratulate myself for. And I mean, you know, shout out to you if you mad about that. Because you know what? I don't give. Listen. Now, we in the black community are not looked upon as some of the most adventurous people when it comes to certain stuff, although we have circumvented the whole earth and we were the first to do that. I mean, we are the fathers of civilization, right? And I'm under the impression, though, because we all bleed red, but what color is the scab? The scab is black, right? I mean, you can bore me with semantics if you'd like, but that just looks like to me like the black people of this earth, all over the earth, we are the healing element. And I think we should take that job seriously. Some of us may not. They might not even see it like that. And that's no shame to my white brethren. I mean, because, you know, it's all about how you think and how you use your noodle. And, you know, and getting active once you know, because if you knew better, you'd do better. That's right. So here at R&R, you know, we try to cultivate an era of capital letterisms. And shout out to the Capital Letter Club. But shout out to the Rant Gang, too, which is like the younger, more rambunctious version of us who may not understand why or even why, you know, how to. So, you know, we talk a little bit about that, and we try to make it entertaining at the same time. So, yeah. Anyway, we kind of, I don't know, we don't go to some of the, I mean, you know, we haven't not gone to places like Everest and things like that, but it's like some of those outer limits, it's like, I kind of think that we might be like the governor of, and it's not to, you know, say that other people are, but when I say the word governor, I mean like on a vehicle, you have a vehicle that is available or like it's capable of doing 200 miles an hour, but it might governor at 120, 140. You know what I mean? And that's just what I mean. We are, as the human race, we can do anything we want to. We can go anywhere we want to go, but should you do it? Now, there's a few things I want to talk about. I mean, you know, we can start with the sinkhole shit and get to the other shit later, because there's some other shit I want y'all to kind of stay tuned through the whole thing, because I want to talk about the concussion that was had, but it's going to be down closer to, you know, the other segment of the show I like to call. Well, listen, we'll stay tuned for it. Listen, the sinkhole, right? Now, in China, there was a sinkhole. I don't know if you heard about it, and this might not be the newest of news, but then there was like rumblings of forest inside the sinkhole, like a rainforest. Like shit been growing, and it's like an economy in there somewhere, like of possible plants and or animals that have yet to be seen. I mean, I know some of the scientists would want to get down there and get to the studying of the plants to see if there's some healing elements in the plant life down there. But nigga, hold the fuck on. Should we be going down there? And you know, that's just my nigga senses telling me that maybe, I don't know, nigga, there's some shit down there that could, I don't know, do harm or damage. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a, I want to go down there and study it. I want to see what they have. All right, bet. I'm going to be down here chilling. And then when you come back, you know, we'll see what's up. But it's just like, you know, some of y'all a little bit too explorative. So, you know, maybe chill on that a little bit. Anyway, I mean, you know, there's a few things going on that are, it's not that complicated, but it's made to look like it is. And, you know, if you're like not looking at it from the right perspective, it'll just, you know, it'll throw you for a loop. You know, they still got some of these mandates about to come out, and these masks is about to come back out, but I don't know about all that, man. It was like way too harmful, you know, to carry that mask on for hours and hours a day, and they didn't tell you about none of that. So, I mean, you know, I know a lot of y'all might actually want to get the jab. I would advise against it. Seeing too much about it. Don't do it. I mean, and, you know, because it's already been, you know, so damaging. So many people having these, you know, heart issues. So, you know, this is just kind of, you know, you got to weigh your options. I would stay away from it. What's happening, OG? What's going on, man? Look, listen, we just talked about the sinkhole situation and the positives and the negatives. And it's like, you know, you just got to kind of weigh it out, man. Is it worth it? You know what I mean? Here's a lady who did cure cancer, but, you know, they don't want us to know about that, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a melanated lady that did it. And they might not like that. I heard they only gave her, like, I guess $250,000 to continue her research. She actually cured cancer in mice, which is not, you know, the human race yet, but it's like, that's the best thing we got going right now. And y'all not going to kind of keep funding that, huh? Don't want to cure cancer. They want to get rid of y'all. They want to get rid of us, man. They're trying to cut the numbers down so they can, you know, do what they feel like needs to be done. But I don't know. I made a post about the lab-grown meat. And it's just like, it grows. What's to say it's don't stop growing once it get in you? It's grown. You know what I'm saying? And you are what you eat. A lady put some in some vinegar. She didn't even know it was that. 29 was happening. Lady put some of the what she said was the lab grown meat that she grabbed from Walmart recently. And it wasn't even like she was trying to grab lab grown. I don't know if it's not labeled. I'm pretty sure it's not. But she, cleaning her chicken, she washing it with vinegar, and then it started busting down to strands. She ain't cooked it or nothing, and she showed us the before and after. It was disgusting. And I mean, so I don't know, maybe you want to, if you getting your meat from Walmart. Now, I'm not a fan of Walmart meat, man, because a lot of people are like, let's do the cheapest, let's do the cheapest, but I ain't really with that. You put good in, good out. Now, it took me a minute to get like that, so I'm not trying to, squat on those of you who don't have that understanding right away, because you looking at it from a struggler's point of view, and you might be struggling, but look, man, it's you. Health is wealth. It ain't just about eating. You ain't got to eat 3-4 times a day. They told you that because they want to make more money. It's been said that if you want to not have diseases and things, you might just only want to eat once a day. Once every other day if you never want to get sick again. Give your digestive tract time to clear everything out, chill out, relax for a minute, take a break. I done made some posts about jokes that a lot of y'all might not think is funny, but it's just like, I mean, you a person that's smoking 37 cigarettes a day, you drunk 2 cups of water maybe, hella Diet Coke, and you ain't ran ever. I mean, do your heart ever get a break? And if you had to run right now, I mean, listen, man, we got to step it up, man. You know what I mean? All of us, not just some of us. Anyway, so we really got to get to a point to where we despise the free lunch. Because you get what you pay for. And I know we look like to the rest of the world, it looks like to y'all maybe that everybody's free and this is the man, they got so many invisible bullshits plural, like it's so many bullshits lined up for us. I mean, it's like invisible blocks, glass ceilings. You know what I mean? So to the naked eye, it's like, oh yeah, no, they got it good. But they feeding us what they have available for us, for the most part, is bullshit. And they act like they're helping you, but it's like to make you weaker. And we snapping ourselves out of it because, like Brother Tariq said, we not fleers. I am foundational, by the way. So if that turns you off, I mean, what can I do about that? I'm not trying to, denigrate any of the other, cultures out there, but, the culture here is we've invested too much to stay and fight. Anyway, I mean, because I'm trying to kind of hold off on that. Listen, let's go to the Dallas man, right? The Dallas man gets all the stuff thrown out by mistake out there in the apartment complex, right? And I mean, the reason why they not finna do nothing for him is because he's subletting the apartment and it's not in his actual name. I mean, they actually made the mistake of evicting this man, putting all his shit out, and they're supposed to actually evict the people next door. Now, I've done evictions, right? And, it's not like they not taking care of your shit, but it's not the type of care you would take. And it's being set gently on the curb. Now, if you're in an apartment complex and you at work while they're doing These people are going through your shit before it even gets sit down all the way. They you know what I'm saying? They shopping through, and I'm not talking about necessarily the workers, but we're not going to exclude them either. Some of these niggas be in your closet shopping, literally like, ooh, this jacket fit me. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no little money put away in the drawer somewhere where you might for safekeeping because you might go and get into. By the time you get off work, man, you might have a cool third of what you had if you got anything worth taking. And so, and then they throwing shit in the trash. I mean, they got the man food and shit out the trash, what they thought they could salvage, and they headed back to him like, oh, my bad. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Listen, the man was with a girl, and he got the kid, so he taking care of the kid. But I don't know what happened between the couple, but the lady's not there no more, but the apartment was in her name. So he been paying the bill. He's not late on his rent. And he got a lawyer, and but right now they ain't gave him shit. And what I'm trying to illustrate though is that, we have to get to a place where we're doing things the right way. The entire thing, not just most of it. Because, and it's not to say that man was wrong. I just don't want these things to happen to the rent gang who out here. Because it's a shout out to Miss Jessie Riley, man. One of the best foster parents I ever had. But she used to say, it's a cold world, baby. It's a cold world. With some maybe menthol 120s. Have you ever seen a 120 cigarette? Nigga, the cigarette long as my hand. And it ain't got the Cruella de Vil stick. It's just long. And she be smoking on that motherfucker for like 30 minutes. With it hanging off her lips, beating your ass in gin rummy, I'm sorry. And, talking this shit, but she said, it's a cold world, man, and it is. It is, man. I read a few books, so I'm a big fan of Iceberg Slim, right? And a lot of you probably didn't read the book Pimp, but it's another book that he did by the name of Trick Baby. And Trick Baby is about two guys actually that was scamming. One of them, his name was Blue. They called him Blue because he was dumbass black. And then Trick Baby was super duper light skinned because he was a Trick's baby. He was a black prostitute who had a baby by a white trick. And, that's not his name. I don't remember what his name was, but that's what they called him. And he would get upset when they called him that. But him and Blue, they was scamming. You know what I'm saying? And in this scene in this movie, because they made it into a movie, I mean, he looked so much like a white person, he could pass for white. He's sitting in a group of aristocrats, the liberals and the conservatives, and they bickering back and forth, and the conservatives are talking about how the liberals, which would be the Democrats, why y'all you giving them jobs, you giving them positions of power. That's even worse. And he's like, no. You don't get it. We have to elevate the smart ones. We have to give them jobs in positions of leadership, basically in order to neutralize them. Because if we give them some of the same freedoms that we have, and we make them feel like one of us, give them basically a white woman and a good job, you remove the hunger, and that neutralizes any chance of them becoming like a radical leader. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why you have to despise the free lunch, man. I mean, they took the thing that the Black Panther Party implemented in order to keep kids from starving. Because, it's hard to lead people if you're not feeding them, right? It's way easier to lead people when you feed people. And when the U.S. government seen that that's what the Black Panther Party was doing, because it wasn't the guns. A lot of people think it was about the guns, and the guns is what made the Black Panther Party dangerous. No, the thing that made them most dangerous was the free lunch program. which is why we have the free lunch program in America now, is because we stayed and fought, right? But the government like stole that idea and then shot it out so that the kids wouldn't be loyal to who fed them. You know what I mean? It's all to neutralize radicalism against the system and the program that's been implemented with all these glass ceilings and invisible borders. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is they use propaganda to put us in the diaspora against each other. You know what I mean? They show y'all images of us being thugs and baby mamas, and they show us images of y'all starving and looking poor as fuck. With flies on your eyelids and shit, and stomachs poked out. This shit is fucked up, man. And so it's like, you know, they hoping that we never get it together. You know what I mean? If we ever was to get it together, we outnumber them worldwide. I say outnumber them, but we as the people outnumber the powers that be, because it's either like 5 or 6 people that's making the decisions. And, you know, with the internet, we can come together. It's just, you are what you eat. So if you on the internet eating bullshit, and I say eat, but I mean like visually use and eat, you know, because these music industries and the prisons is, the people that own the prisons also own the music industry, and so they in cahoots. And if you confused, they get more customers. Anyway, it's how they keep the labor cheap, by opening up prisons and creating a crime element for people that look like me, and you if you Hispanic, and you if you African or Jamaican or whatever. They do that to make it look like, you know, slavery has been done away with, but it's just diet slavery. It's diet slavery, and they put us, when we do something to make a way for us to survive, like the numbers game, which they turned into the lottery, they take it from us, they make it illegal, take it from us, and then they use it. Anyway, let's get on to something else, because I just want y'all to stay out the way of the bullshit, man. And that's just like, you know, it ain't no shortcuts, bro. It ain't no shortcuts. You're going to have to do everything you need to do so that you straight, regardless of whom or what, because you can't help nobody if you ain't up. So before you trying to take the plank out your brother's eye, you got to take the plank out of yours. So I'm not on here preaching to y'all. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand it. And I'm not finna do nothing I'm not asking y'all to do. I mean, I'm not going to ask y'all to do nothing that I'm not doing myself. Anyway, we got some bullshit happening at Denny's in South Dakota. What the fuck is that about? I mean, we could come together and just kind of, you know, boycott Denny's, boycott Pilot. If you're a trucker out there and you listen to the show, don't fuck with Pilot. Because these 2 black men was in there trying to get something to eat. They didn't even look menacing. They looked as square as fuck. One of them bald-headed, but, you know, it's South Dakota. I don't know what the climate is. And when I mean climate, I'm saying the racial climate. I don't really know what it's like out there. I would imagine it's hella white out there. Everybody in there white. The people cooking the food white. Why the fuck, if you black, why the fuck would you even want to eat there? Huh? Denny's been not fucking with us, man. It's a rapper. It's an Asian rapper named Eastside Egg Roll. He's saying, if it been like that, if it get like that, it been like that. If it get like that, it's been like that. And that's not a lie. It's been like that. It's just, it hurt to see that they had to hear it the hard way. I mean, they just didn't get to eat. They almost got took to jail, though. And when you call the police like that on black people, it could be detrimental. It could be. You know, they didn't want to leave, though, until the police arrived, so they kind of fill out a report or something, because the lady, they wanted to talk to the manager. The waitress like, we ain't got no manager on duty tonight. What? Bitch, your lie don't even sound good. Then, she's not at liberty to use her. She ain't got to give you her name. Of course, she didn't say it like this. She's not, she doesn't have to, she's not, you know, she doesn't have to leave you her name. Is what the waitress was saying. Man, whatever, man. I need the lady name. So they went over their head. They went to the corporate situation. They played them off. Probably like, oh, it's just some niggas trying to get some free food. Nah, man, this is the trucking community. We can't get nothing that we have pretty much if you're in the inner city, like not inner city, but the middle states that aren't close to water. You can't get your shit without a trucker, and that's most of the country. So, I mean, trains, yeah. But then after they get to the train station, where they going? On the back of a truck to get to you. Once it hit the water, it get here. It's either going on a train or it's going to hit the back of a truck to get to you. So, we are a powerful piece of this puzzle. We just got to understand who we are, galvanize that, and go on with our business, and not have some leader dude. Because like Tariq said, the code is the leadership. So they can't destroy, because anytime we come with something that's like a group that is like supposed to be bringing the equality, they infiltrated plants in it and then destroy it from the inside. It's like you would, I guess they would call like a roach trap or, a mouse trap or anything. You put it where they live so it's like we have to kind of be leery about what they are offering us and what they are willing to give us. Even faucet water needs to be questioned. I don't know. I'm not trying to get striked up, but I mean, I've watched the water, and it's a documentary that they won't play on YouTube anymore, but it's, if you haven't seen it, maybe you should just check it out. Go on Rumble or something and check it out, because it's some shit they don't want you to know going on out there, man, and it's just sad. Because fluoride it make you stupid. It don't make you dumb. It robs you of your ambition. I'm gonna keep it lit though. Listen, now this is the part that I've been trying not to get around to so early, because I've been working on trying to extend the shows, but I don't really have anybody else with me right now discussing this shit. That's just kind of freestyling it, right? But anyway, there was a lady who got hit in the head with a brick out in Houston, Texas. And she said that the black men standing around didn't do anything. Now, I'm with Brother Tariq again on these these outsiders who slide through here, blend in with us, and they bring their cultural bullshit in, and they try to hang it on us because they look like us and they can. And it's like, we don't do shit like that. When a female is not fucking with us, we just talk to another one. And on the surface, it looked like it's just a black lady who was mad that black men assaulted her with a fucking brick because he didn't get her number. This is in Houston, Texas. It's baddies everywhere. Thick ass, smart ass, rich ass, everywhere. And so what the fuck a real nigga look like that mad over some, because you in front. Is this what they do? Listen, the lady apparently is Somalian. You know what I'm saying? And she has some alternative views, which none of this is her fault. She should have never been hit by a fucking brick. But I'm just trying to, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. And whoever it was, nigga, shame on you, mark ass niggas. What the fuck is you gonna let the nigga, what, cause you ride with him, you gonna let him pick a brick up and hit a girl in the head? Is that what they do out in, now the dudes was Haitian. I've never been to Haiti. I had a partner that was Haitian. He wasn't the best looking dude, but he was smooth. And I can't see that being, I'm not even necessarily trying to put that on Haitians altogether. But this particular dude, he did some foul shit. And he need to be seen about, because there was no way he should be throwing bricks at people and hitting them in the head and being able to get away with it. So, I mean, yeah, man, hey, keep that shit over there. And holler at us when y'all get that together, man. Because that's a wag of the finger for real. That's a strike, bro. We don't even do shit like that. And I'm not trying to look, I don't know if I can necessarily hold everybody to the standard of the foundation of Black Americans. Because we've been around this a lot longer. Women are free here. They can say what they want. They can do what they want. You just got to protect your neck, man, and stay away from the bullshitters. It's all got to be consensual. And, you know, no is the worst thing they can do to you. So just move around. It's like 30 other girls here. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Step it up, bro. Stop playing. And don't never put your hands on a woman, but you ain't got to let her put her hands on your ass. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? And stop dealing with her. The poom poom, whatever y'all call it, cannot be that good. Anyway, we're going to go to this part of the show I like to call Don't Be a Weirdo. Because it's not, I don't know what's going on out there. It seemed like it would just be easy not to be the weirdo. But, I mean, and this is not even just to the men, because it's some sorry ass females out there. It's not even a woman. This is a female. You know what I'm saying? A natural female. So there's a need to be a little bit tight with the hygiene, especially in some of these warmer climates. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, this is a sad state of affairs, because it's a 22-year-old female, right? She's out of Keithville, Louisiana. Swampy. And I'm pretty sure it's humid down there. It's some humidity, you know? And the little female lady got arrested for allegedly stabbing her granddaddy in the face because he asked her funky ass to take a bath. And she didn't like that shit. She didn't want to be told what to do, I guess. Hey, I could just imagine. Hey, now, you just laying up around here. You ain't cooked nothing. You ain't studied nothing. You ain't cleaned nothing. And that's including your ass. You can at least, that's the least you can do. Okay? That is the very least you can do. Carrington. Her name is Carrington Harris, by the way. And she is our weirdo of the week. But Carrington. What is going on? You just gonna lay on the couch and have the whole house smelling like mackerel, salmon sandwiches. Can you take yourself in there in that bathroom and take at least one shower a day? You can't just lay up around here stinking like that. You ain't got no job. You act like you don't got no sense. You ain't cleaned your room. You need to at least take a shower, okay? Fuck you, granddaddy. You can't tell me what to do. I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Stab the man in the motherfucking face, man. Tripping. She tripping. So, yeah. If you the type of chick that don't like to take baths, you need to have your own shit. You need to be in your own shit. You're not grown until you paying all your own bills. I tell young people that all the time. Nigga, even you old niggas. Nigga, if you 50 years old and you still stay in your mama house, nigga, and you probably ain't paying none of the bills. You probably got a brand new Cadillac, ain't gave her nothing on shit. Nigga, you a kid. You a big ass grown kid. You are not an adult, nigga. You are your adulthood is on training wheels, nigga. Yeah, you got to buy the tissue, the salt, pepper, you know, to slap your mama, the soap, the towels. You got to pay the bills. You got to have floor mats, floss waters, milk, water, eggs, sugar, washing powder. You got to buy all that shit, fragrances, spray, bleach, nigga, blinds. You know what I'm saying? Ashtrays and all that shit, nigga, not the cans, nigga. Dining room table, flats. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Not just, get out of my room. Nigga, your room, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, nigga, put some on some light bills. You want to have some say-so. And then you need to be doing more than that. But bitch, take a bath. You ain't bought the soap or the towel or the water that's running. It's free. Just wash your ass. That's all your granddaddy want. Anyway, man. That's just nasty, man. Alright? Chill with that shit, man. Ass sour. You just walk the same socks you had on yesterday and the day before. Hair ain't did nothing. Anyway. Carrington Harris, you are our weirdo of the week. Anyway, moving on, we have the segment I like to call Who Got Active? And it'll surprise you a little bit. It surprised me. And who is our our weekly activity member. Who was with the activity was a lady out of LA. Her name is Lena Ritz, like the cracker. And she kind of dainty. She not really you know what I'm saying? She just, but you know, this week, it ain't about somebody getting shot or stabbed or none of that shit. This just because she just wasn't taking it, laying down. You know what I mean? She was a victim because a relative of hers needed to be bailed out. And she went bailed her out, and then, you know, she looking for this card. That's her debit card. She can't find it nowhere. It's MIA. She looked it up. She fucked with Citibank, seeing that she got charges and shit, and they couldn't do nothing about it. I'm like, why she just don't cancel the card? I don't know what she was. I guess she had put her private investigator hat on and was like, she finna do some gumshoe shit and find out who this is. You know what I'm saying? I just would have cut the shit off and just like, she going to different stores. This motherfucker done bought a couch. Yeah. He went to IKEA with her money. He went to IKEA and bought a couch. Then he at Home Depot buying home improvement shit. She went and got the camera footage. She had to bug some people. They fucked with her. The security company, I guess, was fucking with her. They might have, seen that she was cute or something, but whatever. She used her weapon of ass destruction and got her way. You know what I'm saying? Seen who it was, zoomed in on him, because they got good cameras at Home Depot. Zoomed in on him some more. Bro got the little cleft in his chin and shit. And, he looked kind of wiry. She like, oh shit, that looked just like the police officer that helped me process my friend out of jail. Nigga, the police then stole her shit. The police officer in there shopping with her shit with his dumb ass. And she got active. She didn't hurt him though. She just, found out it was him. So it's kind of, but it'll work. That's activity. Yeah, she got busy, man. She figured out who it was, and voila, it's the motherfucking police. So you can't trust nothing, man. That just goes back to say, man. I mean, you say absolute power corrupts. Absolutely, you the police, man. They not paying you. Niggas really try to cheap out with the security budget too. I know, and it's irritating because it's like this is the only thing standing between you and whatever it is you deserve, probably. To be honest, depending on what you need security for and from. But you gonna try to also, you know, when I was listening to Robert Greene talk about, you know, despising the free lunch, right? It was just like how he was explaining that money is energy. Money is energy, and it needs to flow just like a current. That's why they call it currency. You know what I mean? But a lot of people want to hoard it. And, you know, it's annoying a little bit because, you know, you person tell you they price $10,000 for this or that, and you're trying to, well, can I get it for $7,500? Can you get it for $7,500? And you might get what you want, he say. You might get it, but it'll be begrudgingly because, you know, you've offered, or you're willing to pay way less than the value you priced it at for whatever reason, and it's just, you know, you don't want to come off as petty or cheap. You know, you want people to enjoy to do things for you. I had a partner, my older partner, and he doing his thing, and congratulations to him. But to me, a little bit misery. You know what I mean? Because it's like, man, it says in the word, man, to not to muzzle the mouth of the oxen. You know, and I'm not saying that if you own a restaurant, you should let the people eat free all the time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you give them one meal a day. You know what I mean? Because they won't be hungry and shit, smelling all this food, and they might not. They just started and they need you know, because you got to save money to get a job. You know what I mean? You got to have enough money to get you through them 3 weeks. They got to wait till you start Wednesday. You don't get paid till 2 Wednesdays later because you got to work that weekend the whole day. You get that $87 check. Because you thinking you about to get a full check, but you only work 22 hours, so you about to get $144.37. And you going to be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But, you know, when you paying people right, man, you know, they have some sense of pride. You know, they can kind of brag about what they got going on, so they, you know, they women respect them because of the number they tell her, like, oh yeah, I make. If you had Family Dollar, man, if you own Family Dollar, let me talk to y'all for a minute, man. Family Dollar, man, and in Dollar General, y'all, this dangerous as hell to shop at Dollar General. Nigga just got killed at Dollar General, a couple of them. Rest in peace to y'all, man. I'm sorry that shit happened. But they definitely don't got no security, but they paying them people probably like $7, $8, $9, what, $10 an hour, if that, $9 maybe. You know what I'm saying? Get them people $12, $13 an hour, man, so they can come to work, man, so they can take some of them shit out them boxes and put it on the shelf, nigga, so I can get the fuck out of there. Cause I ain't coming back. It's irritating. It's irritating. I'm trying to come find some shit. I gotta look. The bleach gone, so I gotta look. Well, maybe it's in one of these boxes in the aisle because these niggas ain't made it to back here where they can take that shit out the boxes. It's annoying. Quit being like that, bro. Stop being cheap. That shit is annoying. I mean, especially when you're a corporation and shit, man. Pay them people, man. They in there. You ain't never coming in there to do none of the shit that they got going on. You a corporation, man. But we don't, as consumers, we don't have to patronize their business. And that's power in that. And so we need to get that, understand that, and then, you know, right now it's Pilot. Fuck Pilot. So we're going to get back to another part of the show I like to call Wake the Fuck Up. Wake the Fuck Up is brought to you by Kicks, the Better Than You shoe brand that just tells niggas that I'm better than you. They're comfy. They're fashionable. They're not for athletics, but you can still hoop in them if you want. Kicks. Anyway, so yeah, on today's Wake the Fuck Up, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard it, dude. Now I brought the Sauce Twins to y'all some months back, but I mean, he's not in the TSF clique anymore. He came in with them, and he's up there. He done his thing. I guess he signed a deal with what's that? Wiz Khalifa them up there. The Taylor Gang. Yeah. So anyway, he up there doing his thing out there with them. But he started with TSF, man. This none other than Sosa Man. Sosa Man get kind of slept on, but Sosa Man was raw. They had that shit going on. He held his own still, even with them two doing their thing, man. Cause Sancho and them. Shout out to Sancho, man, cause he had some shit on you. Like at the time, it was do me a favor, don't do me no favors, and I appreciate him for that, man. But this is about Sosa Man, right? So anyway, Sosa Man was on his own shit. Trapped Out too, I guess. It was called Authentic. And, that was one of the tracks I liked on that album, man. But he also had that one on the Sauce Step Auto, which is when I first came into, knowing about the Sauce Twins or whatever. It was a song called I Don't Care. I Don't Care was raw as fuck. And Love Me. If you know, you know. All the bitches love me. Your bitch love me too. All the bitches love me. When they find out what I can do. Anyway, Sosa Hero, or Superhero Sos was off his newer shit that just came out not too long ago, probably like a year or so ago. So, man, do yourself a favor, man. Go check that shit out, man. Fuck with Brent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a holiday even. And finally, for the segment I like to call #NowFlowers, because that's what needs to happen. Niggas need to be recognized. I mean, this niggas that's gone now, like Little Richard, tender ass. That nigga used to be, I started this, I started that. And, I just kind of hate to see that bro went out without getting his props, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't the biggest platform yet, but we gonna give it up. Today's Now Flowers go out to DJ motherfucking Quick. DJ Quick, man, I know a lot of y'all niggas is like, if you're in LA, man, there's a lot of, Dr. Dre love. And Dr. Dre is an animal on them beats, bro. I cannot deny that shit, right? But DJ Quick is also nothing to be fucked with, bro. Out of Compton. Compton is probably like Spencer is to Oklahoma City, right? So it's just like, whatever's going on out there, it's gonna be a minute for you get some help if you from the inner city or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, they not the outskirts, but it's just like, okay, it's like almost a land to itself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, DJ Quick was doing his motherfucking thing, bro, way back when, man. I had a partner named Comp, R.I.P. to Comp, man, a.k.a. Marvell Fudges, man. That was my first college roommate, and there's not a lot of niggas that talk about, bro, but nigga, we ain't forgot about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Solid nigga, real nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he also put me on to Jill Scott. Shout out to Jill Scott, man. And his girlfriend is, I start with a K. Khalil, I'm please don't be upset with me if you see this and see that I haven't remembered your name, but I mean, shout out to you too. Khalila, that's her name, Khalila, shout out to Khalila, man. And R.I.P. Marvell Fudges, aka Comp, man. But anyway, man, DJ Quick, man. DJ Quick was a legend, bro. It was crazy when he was going in on MCA, man, because MCA him was into it. He was on MCA. He had Ice-T. And should I continue? You left out the G because the G ain't in. You like, ooh. I was kind of smart then. I learned how to spell the number 8 and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, there's a G in it. It's a G in it. He don't spell it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then there was another song on there off the, it's called Safe. Let me see, that was Dollars and Cents, and then Quick's Groove 3 was some of the hardest shit. That was one of my, that shit ain't even got no words. It's just smooth as fuck. And that's where you kind of see some of DJ Quick's range, bro. He is a musician, man. He is an animal, man. He did a lot of shit with Sugar Free. I know I gave it up to Sugar Free. But DJ Quick definitely deserves some now flowers, bro. We appreciate your contribution. I mean, you know, it's probably not the most popular opinion, but I don't give a fuck. You know, I like Dre, but man, I did security for Miss Chalet, man, and I seen how small she was, and I was just like, damn, he used to beat her ass. That's low as fuck. I don't know if I could have, I mean, I asked, I'm like, so, like, well, why didn't nobody, because, you know, we out here, you know, we don't really do that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Now, there's niggas that abuse their woman, and if a nigga that's abusing this woman is the way that you eat, and you still eating over there, that's kind of, me personally, I could get money anywhere. And it might not even be the same money I would have got fucking with, bro. I'd have to start with a player for I eat steak. With that, bro, I can't do it, bro. I heard DLC, I think, moved around. I don't know if that's why Ice Cube had, you know, moved around too. But, you know, again, Dr. Dre is a legend. You know what I'm saying? But he was. I mean, it didn't show it in his movie. Now, I watched her version of the movie, and he was beating her motherfucking ass. He was drunk and shit. And I was like, damn, Dre. I mean, you know, niggas change. You know, but man, if I was an artist and I seen that shit, I would have been like, man, fuck this nigga Beats, bro. I'm good. I'm not even no captain like that, so I might not have got into it, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I had enough influence where I could talk to him or something, I would have been like, bro, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool, man. You beating your girl's ass, man. You can't beat on her like that, damn. I mean, you love the girl or you don't, bro. What you gonna do? If she ain't doing what you asked, leave. You know what I'm saying? It's not a TV, but if you beating the TV, you gotta beat it. Just get you a new one. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, whatever. I mean, you know, she is very small, though. And shout out to her, man. What's up, Chris? What's happening? Yeah, man. Dr. Dre is a beast. But seeing Miss Chalet, how small she was, man, I don't see how a nigga that size could just be beating on a woman like that. I mean, unless he was drunk, right? I don't necessarily drink, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, again, shout out to him. But yeah, this is really all about DJ Quick. In contrast to, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I'm a fan of a lot of underdogs, and I'm not calling DJ Quick an underdog, but it's just I don't think he get enough pub, and so that's what that is. All right, so that's really been this episode of R&R. If you missed it and you just got here, take it back to the beginning. Catch the shit I was talking about with the lady that got hit with the brick, et cetera, because there's a lot in there. Anyway, my cash app is $SuperStee, SuperStee. So if you learn something, I made you feel some type of way, and you needed that, you know, ain't nothing wrong with shooting that. You know what I mean? I'm not hurting, but you know what I'm saying? You're welcome. And, you know, it's Jamerson Ballard on all platforms. You know, we got the podcast shit popping off on Spotify, so, you know, it's R&R on all, you know. Again, it's Jamerson Ballard on all platforms. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's holiday, and we out.